Hey guys, I'm going to be showing you what is needed for the makeup for show choir this year. So this first video is going to be just what is required for the makeup and just showing you how to do the eye makeup especially. So first things before I start, if you don't have this palette already, you'll be getting it from the Moms or such choir booster, I guess. And you will also be getting not this lipstick, it's a red version of this lipstick. But you'll have to pay the Moms back for these two things, but just for the sake of showing you guys, this is our lipstick from last year, but we will be using a little bit of a different one this year. And so yeah, then you will get this from the Moms as well if you don't have that already. And then mascara is required and also eyeliner is required. It doesn't matter which, you can use whatever brand of mascara you want to use, and you can use whatever brand of eyeliner you want to use. Also something that I very much would recommend is getting either a concealer or an eyeshadow base for underneath this palette, because sometimes these colors show up a little splotchy and then it gets a little weird looking. So just having a little base underneath will help everything show up a little better. And if you have a darker skin tone complexion, use a light concealer or base color to go underneath so that it really pops and lets the colors shine through like they should. And then something that's not required but is recommended would be blush and highlighter as well. So I will just get started. Something I do is for my eyeshadow, I like to take a piece of tape and I put it like on my line here so that when I take it off, my eyeshadow creates a nice line for my eyeliner. So I'm just gonna grab a piece of tape really quick and do that. Yes, and then I have this mirror here that I'm also using, so I find it hard to work in the camera of a phone. So gonna use this one too. And I already have like mascara on from just the day in general, so yeah, that doesn't really matter. But then I'm gonna take my concealer, and I use the Milani Conceal and Perfect Longwear Concealer, and I use the shade 110. I got this at Target the other day, and yeah, you could probably, I don't know if you can get it at Walmart too, I'm not really sure. I just know I got this one at Target. I'm just gonna apply it to my lid, and then I'm gonna take a wet beauty blender and I'm gonna blend it out to the rest of my eyelid. It's just like that. Yeah, you can't really tell, but it's there, I promise. Okay, and then I'm gonna go in with this palette, and I'm gonna find my brush, maybe. Okay, so what I'm gonna do first is I'm just gonna lay down a base color that'll help transition and everything. So I'm gonna use the shade names and show you. I'm gonna take Artist and a little bit of Creator, and I'm just gonna blend those two together. And then I'm just gonna go all over the entire eyelid. And yeah, if you have, actually never mind, I forgot what I was gonna say. But so just go all over the eye. You can tell that there's some color there. And then I'm gonna use multiple brushes, but you honestly don't have to. You can use the same brush. I just like to use 2 different brushes, one for my darker colors and one for my lighter colors, but that is not necessary at all. So then I'm going to go in with this Voyager color right here, and I'm just going to dab my brush in there, and I'm just going to put it on this outer corner. I'm just going to dab it on at first, make sure the pigment is really there, and then I'm going to start doing circular motions just to kind of blend it a little more. Then I might go back in with that same color and drag it down a little further. Again, I'm just using the Voyager color. It's this deep, kind of purpley shade. And then I'm gonna go in with Globetrotter, and I'm just gonna dab that, kind of blend it in towards the middle a little more. And then circular motions again. And then I'm just gonna kind of blend it all together. And again, you don't have to have like multiple brushes, just make sure that you get them all blended together so that it doesn't look patchy. And then I'm gonna go back. I don't know which brush this is. Oh, never mind. I'm gonna go back in with my brush, and I'm gonna dip into a little bit of Soloist, Explorer, and Protector. So this one, these 3, and I'm really gonna dip into Protector, and I'm just gonna put that on the inner corner right in here, just to kind of set a base for the glitter color that we're gonna be using. And then again, I'm just gonna go in and I'm just gonna make sure everything is blended well. It's kind of hard to see, but yeah. So once that is all blended together, then what you're gonna do, I'm gonna use my finger because it goes on better, but I'm gonna go into this top right here, this glitter shade. It's called Dreamer. I'm just gonna take some on my finger and I'm gonna put it on the inner corner. And I'm gonna use quite a bit of it just so that it pops when it's on your eyes. And it'll help with the lights on stage, but I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna blend. You can kind of, I don't know if you can see, but there's like some weird lines there, so I'm gonna blend the shadow and the glitter together a little bit. And blend it, and you can do that as many times as you want, whatever makes you feel good with what you have. And then I'm gonna get a little of my micellar water. Just clean my finger off really quick, but that is pretty much like the extent of the eyeshadow. I will go in with my highlighter shade and do an inner corner color as well, and we do want the inner corner. If you don't use a highlighter, you can also use the shade Originator, this one right here. You can use that as an inner corner. I'm going to use my highlighter, so when I get to my highlighter I will do that, but I'm gonna take my tape off now if I can get a hold of it, and just kind of see how that creates that like sharp line, just to put the eyeliner on right next to that. So then I'm gonna go in with my eyeliner. I use the e.l.f. I have another one here, e.l.f. Expert Liquid Eyeliner. I find it easier than using like a pencil or a felt tip, that's the word. And it has a long handle, so it's definitely easier to hold. But I am just gonna go right along that line. You can make it however big you want, then bring it in. And I'm bringing it all the way into my upper lash line. So there is the eyeliner. And then for mascara, which is required, I used the Maybelline Sky High. I know there's like a pink rose gold color tube that you can also get. I don't know why I get this one, I do, but go in with that, and you really want to make sure that it brings your lashes out so that we can see them. Like I said, I already had some on from today, but I go on the under eye or like the lower lashes as well. I know some people prefer not to do the lower lash line, but I always do. So, okay, and then I prefer to do blush and highlighter. Just makes you look like you have a little more color in you from the lights being whatever, the lights being on you. So I use this Milani cream blush in the shade 110, and I really like this blush. It works really well. You don't need a lot of it, but I'm just gonna kind of stipple, whatever the word is, bring that into my cheeks. And then I also go in with a beauty blender and just kind of soften it up a little bit. And then I always go on my nose. You don't have to do that either. Personally, I do that. And then highlighter, I always like to do. I use the Maybelline Master Chrome, and this stuff works so good. Any of these products that I've been saying, besides the lipstick and the eyeshadow palette, you can just get them at Target, Walmart, Ulta, basically any of those. I'm going to take a little bit of this highlighter, put it on my brush. I'm going to go high on my cheekbone. And then I go on my, like right here on the bridge, like the top part of my nose, and then right on the tip of my nose. And then, like I said earlier, I'm gonna use it as my inner corner color, and then blend that into the other one. So you can see it's a little brighter. That was a little too bright for my liking, but you can also use a brush to blend the highlighters in if you would like. I just wouldn't use the same one you use for your eyeshadow because it'll get dark just from the pigment being on your brush already. So that is all you need for the required part of the makeup this year. Oh, lipstick. This was a darker shade than it actually is, but it's gonna be a more red, and I mean, I'm assuming you all know how to put lipstick on, so I'm not gonna do that part right now. But that was it for the required. If you guys have any questions, feel free to let me know. If you want to know what products I use, also let me know. I'm gonna be sending out a second video I'm just gonna do this half of my face, and it will be makeup, like extra makeup that you can do. I always do a full face, so like foundation and all that kind of stuff. So I will send out another video. Yeah, and that will have some other information of different products that I will use, and yeah, that's pretty much it.